Aloha! O iolani ko u inoa Hawaiʻi. No laila make wao e ho'o. I can't remember how to say review. I am in the process of reviewing. And I want to deepen into the language by trying to collate what I have learned from different sources and trying to teach some of what I have learned because I find that helps in the deepening and the understanding. So I'm just going to simply begin with reading, and I'm going back to the beginning of pronunciation, starting with vowels. There are many teachings about the alphabet and pronunciation out there, and I leave that to the joy of your own self-discovery, because I have discovered that when you do your own work, more understanding tends to come, rather than letting someone else to do all the work for you. I found there's a lot of value in doing one's own thinking, one's own self-inquiry in all things in life, and I'm finding that it also transposes well into ʻōlelo Hawaiʻi. And it's really beneficial, I have found, to seek out the perspectives from a lot of different kumu and a lot of different sources, and also to just ask directly to the ancestors for understanding and help in learning. I think that they really enjoy helping the nice ones. You can draw a strong boundary with the naughty ones and tell them to go away. But the 100% well-meaning ancestors is just really a delight to connect to that web of beauty. This particular review of the vowel is inspired and formed by Zele Du Fauchel's Fernandez book, Beginning Hawaiian, Part 1, page 2. And that was gifted to me by some beautiful friends who have been in the business of dealing in rare books for many, many moons. It's also informed by 3 years of study with Kumu Kaliko of ʻōlelo Online, Kumu Kahanuola Solitario. There's several Hawaiian grammar books, Nakai Avalu 1, 2, and 3, Kaleha Aheo, Spoken Hawaiian, The Elements of Hawaiian Grammar. Nice typo, the video series by Kamehameha Schools, Ekela Kani Aupio Krotsier, and a really wonderful video series by Kumu Kalekoa Ka'eo, and also the sound of the voices from the Clinton Kanahele collection, the sound of Emma Kauhi reading from her biography, and Kani Aina, and the folks who have called into the radio shows. So I want to thank all of these beautiful people who have really worked to revitalize the Hawaiian language and had the foresight and the insight to, let's see if I can move this out of the way, to preserve some of these beautiful, beautiful voices from the past. Okay, let me count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vowels. And the 5 vowels have a short form and they have a long form. In the long form, in contemporary writing, it has what is known as a macron on top, these little lines on top. So it's not going to be a pronunciation, if you're an English speaker, it's not going to be like we pronounce it. Of course, it's going to be Hawaiian. So let's just go for it with the first 5 in the short form. A, E, I, O, U. Can you do that with me? A, E, I, O, U. Now you try by yourself. I'll do it and then you can respond. A, E, I, O, U. Did you do it? Oh, I'm so proud of you. Pat yourself on your shoulder. Give yourself a hug. Now let's do the long vowel. That you can tell it's a long vowel in contemporary Hawaiian because of the line on top of it. A, E, I, O, U. Now you try. Very good. Maika ino. Let's do that again. Short vowels together. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, really accentuating the length of the long vowels there, just to help myself to really make the connection when I see a long vowel in contemporary writing, that it is longer than the short vowel. Now let's practice the vowels. And I'm doing it in the way that this wonderful beginner's Hawaiian book written in 1950 was written. And I'm going to trust her knowledge. She was a native speaker, and she was in a family that really valued what is called as the old way of Hawaii. So she was taught the old ways, and she was taught to speak, and she used to read two particular Hawaiian newspapers to her grandma, and she would translate letters, and then she became a legal translator. She would translate ʻōlelo Hawaii into English, I believe is how that worked for her. So here we go. I'm gonna let's just do it together. A, E, I, O, U, O, I, E, A, E, I, O, U, O, I, E, A, E, I, O, U, O, I, E, A, E, I, O, U, O, E, I, A, E, I, O, U, O, E, I, O, U, O, U, O, U, karamaya, oh, forgive me. O, U. Long vowels, the kahako, the okina. The Hawaiian language was initially not a written language. With the coming of the missionaries and colonizers, a written alphabet and language was created with the intent and purpose to do what missionaries and colonizers do. They erase the pre-existing culture and replace it with their own, and they displace the individuals who were living in the space before them and make money off the land and its people because it is their right to do so, granted by their superior God. The Hawaiians were seen as stupid, lazy, and lesser savages at this point in history, a big wound to heal that has crossed several generations. Initially, when the written language was created, there was no indication of when a vowel was lengthened or when there was the consonant that is a glottal stop of sorts. A distinct stop or catching of the breath is described by Zélie Duvautchel Fernandez in her Beginning Hawaiian Book 1. When one goes to the early writings and newspapers, these markers did not exist, but they do now, and I am aware that there does exist debate about its use by some speakers of ʻōlelo Hawaii. So you have to make your choice, whether you're going to use them or not, and I have decided, because my grandpa Pu'u, he was very seen as a visionary and very forward-thinking, and he went with the flow, and he embraced the times. So it's kind of a thing with our family. We're forward thinkers. For the long vowels in early writings, there was no indication of whether it was long or not, but today a lengthening of the vowel is indicated by a line on top of the vowel. When I asked how much longer is a long vowel than a short vowel, I was told by Kumukaliko it is about 1.5 times in length longer. This macron has been given the name kahako. The consonant that appears before and in between vowels, that is a distinct stop, evolved from not being indicated to being described as an apostrophe by Fernandez to being named an okina. It isn't clear to me who gave these marks their current names, but I suspect it comes out of the work of Kamana Wilson. I actually went to look at some of the grammar books, and I can see in spoken Hawaiian they use the marks, but in 1970, but they don't give it a name. And Kale Ha'aheo also does the same. It uses the mark. I don't think it gives the names, but Na Kai Ilalu, the work of Kamana Wilson, it does. And I think that's been part of their work, trying to give Hawaiian names to Hawaiian grammar. All right, so let's practice because when you go to the Hawaiian newspapers, you're not going to see the kahako on top, nor if you go to the Erling writings of Fornander, or if you happen to be lucky enough to look at David Amalo, if you looked at how he originally wrote it, you wouldn't see the kahako. But we use it now, so let's use it. A, E, I, O, U. 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 Now I'll do it, and then you can follow. I'm feeling a little tired, so I might have not done that very well. A, E, I, O, U. Now you try. Very good. Very good. A, E, I, O, U. Very good. Now let's actually, I'm going to improvise a little bit. Let's do it along this line here. See how we're going down instead of across, like, and we can even do it this way. And we could even do it in a line that way. Ah, 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 eh, 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 e, 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 o, 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 u, 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 u. Maika ino. Then I thought, when they teach Hawaiian, why don't they just begin to give you words with the different letters when you learn it? Like, I remember we did, I think they must somewhere, someone has already done this. Remember the ABCs, learning A for apple or something. So I'm going to use Hawaiian words. Ha for alo. And alo means front, face, present, upper surfaces of a bowl, leeward, and this definition comes from Vehe Vehe Wiki. Wiki, the online newspaper. Ah, alo. Hey alo, ah, hey alo. Face to face. One more time. Ah, alo. Hey alo, ah, hey alo. So did you lengthen that middle one? I believe that's a conjunction there. It's like a little, I'm not going to explain it now. It's like a little connector between two little pieces here. And then touch your jaw. And look at how this is just one letter here. And when you have this letter with a kahako on top, it's like it's a whole different meaning. It's a whole different word or expression, intent. Kea nui, kea iki. Once again, kea nui, kea iki. Once again, kea nui, kea iki. Bragging and wheedling is of a man seeking the favor of a woman. So that's it. That's my lesson, my review for today. And I think what I want to do next is focus on just introducing the first consonant, the kahako, and practicing with the kahako. But first, I'm going to do some reading practice from David Amalo.